Sometimes the smallest act of kindness can rewrite a lifetime of pain. This story will remind you that compassion can melt even the coldest heart. Please don't take my dog. He's all I have. I'm not here to take him. A single father and CEO found a little girl and her dog sleeping on garbage one Christmas Eve. And the truth shattered his heart. Snow poured heavily that Christmas Eve, blanketing New York's frozen streets in white stillness. Behind an upscale restaurant, among heaps of torn boxes and trash, a small girl lay asleep on the icy ground, clutching a trembling brown dog against her chest. Her tiny arms wrapped around him like he was her only source of warmth in the entire world. That was how Ethan Cole, a billionaire CEO known for firing employees without hesitation, discovered her. He had just left a charity gala after donating $500,000. Yet even then he couldn't look at himself in the mirror. Money could never bring back his son, Adam, who died 3 Christmases ago. And no amount of success could silence the emptiness waiting for him in his penthouse. "Sir," his driver whispered, slowing the car, "you might want to see this. Before we continue, don't forget to like, repost, or share, and subscribe for more stories like this. Also, tell us where you're watching from. I love seeing how far kindness travels." Back to the story. Ethan glanced through the tinted window and froze. Between 2 dumpsters, a young girl, barely 7, was asleep on trash, her small hand tangled in her dog's fur as he shivered violently from the cold. For a long second, Ethan just stared. Then something inside him, something long buried, flickered to life. "Stop the car!" he ordered. He stepped out, snow crunching beneath his polished shoes, his breath visible in the icy air. The girl stirred, eyes widening in fear. Her lips were purple, her skin pale, but she whispered, "Please don't take my dog." "He's all I have." Ethan knelt beside her, his throat tightening. "I'm not here to take him," he said softly. "I'm here to help." Her name was Amelia. The dog's name was Buddy. They had been surviving on the streets for 2 weeks, ever since her mother went to sleep in the hospital and never woke up. She didn't cry when she said it. She simply hugged Buddy tighter, as if he was all that remained of her world. Ethan took off his coat and wrapped it around her tiny frame before lifting her into the car. Buddy whimpered, unwilling to be left behind. So Ethan said gently, "He comes too, at home." Ethan covered Amelia in blankets, made her a cup of hot chocolate, and let her and Buddy sleep near the fireplace. He didn't open his laptop that night. He didn't take any business calls. He just sat silently watching her breathe. By morning, the scent of pancakes filled the air. Amelia woke smiling. Ethan hadn't cooked in years. He burned the first batch, and Amelia giggled, "You're worse than Mom." For the first time in forever, Ethan laughed. A real, raw laugh that cracked something open inside his chest. Later, when Amelia noticed a photo of Ethan's late wife and son on the mantel, she went quiet. "That's your family?" she asked softly. Ethan nodded, sorrow flickering in his eyes. Yes, they were. Amelia took his hand gently and said, "Maybe that's why God sent me and Buddy, to make you smile again." Her words struck deeper than she could ever understand. That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. Something told him to learn more about her mother. He called his assistant, and hours later the truth arrived. Her mother's name was Grace Harper, one of his former employees. A single mom who worked overtime until the day Ethan's company laid her off during budget cuts. His signature was on her termination letter. Ethan's world spun. His own decision had destroyed a woman's life and left her daughter sleeping in the cold. He stared at Amelia by the fireplace, sleeping peacefully with Buddy at her side, and his heart shattered. The man who once believed success meant power now realized it meant nothing if it left a child suffering in the dark. The next morning, he made a choice. "Amelia," he said softly, kneeling beside her, "you're never going back out there. You and Buddy, this is your home now." Her eyes widened. "You mean you want us to stay?" He smiled through tears. "I don't want you to stay. I need you to stay." Amelia threw her arms around him. Buddy barked joyfully, and for the first time in years, Ethan felt something he thought he'd lost forever. Peace. In the years that followed, Ethan Cole became known as the CEO who built shelters for homeless families and rescue homes for abandoned pets. But whenever people asked what inspired him, he always gave the same answer. It started the night I found a little girl and her dog sleeping on trash. They didn't need my money. They needed my heart, because sometimes the richest man in the world is the one who finally learns what it means to give love and receive it in return. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, let us know with a like, comment your favorite animal, and follow for more beautiful stories like this.